Well, hello everybody. So I had my surgery, and things went exceptionally well. So they ended up going in and cutting out the cancerous area. They had to take out more than was expected, but they got that. They fixed my hernia and some other things inside there. But what happened was we came in surgery, if you watched the last video. But then I remember going to sleep, and as I was passing out, they're putting me under. My thought was, okay, what's it going to be like when I wake up? Because my whole life is about to change in this moment. If they can't get it, that's a bad thing. And so there's a lot of fear and anxiety going into that moment of like being put unconscious. And so during that process of me being put unconscious, I was kind of having some anxiety. I got a lot of message from friends and family letting me know they're praying for me and stuff like that. But what happened is we went into the operating room, and as I'm being carted in there, my anxiety was getting a little bit higher. And then I remember that part of anesthesia where, they're like, all right, here it comes. And then that's all I remember. As I'm waking up, though, I heard some of the most exciting news I could ever expect to hear. I'm waking up and I'm hearing the staff of the hospital. They're laughing and they're talking and they're just being excited. And one of the things that they're being super excited about is the fact that the surgery went so well. And so I remember kind of in a little bit of a grog. I don't remember much about waking up, but one of the things I do remember is asking is, are you talking about me? And at that point, I can't tell if it was a male voice or a female voice. I just felt a hand touch my shoulder, and then I heard this. It went exceptionally well. The doctors the doctor is very, very pleased. And so later on, I remember just kind of closing my eyes, and I found myself in my room. I didn't know I was in my hospital room. I just knew that I had been moved, and the only question I had is, where's my wife? I'd like to see my wife now. And they're like, it's going to be a few minutes before she can come up. We got to do these different things first. And it's like, okay. And so I was like, am I okay? What's going on? Etc. And they started explaining again the process and everything that had gone on, and then they just kept reaffirming me that things went well. So from that point, my wife came in, and as I started to wake up a little bit better, and she was checking on me, the nurses were checking on me, the doctor was checking on me. The surgery started at 7:30 in the morning, and it went till about 1 o'clock or 12.
They called me at, I think, like 12:20.
Okay, so it was about a 5-hour procedure, cutting everything out and fixing things. One of the things they had to do is they had to mesh my stomach with this dissolving mesh so that it wouldn't herniate again. And so I think that's probably the most part of me that's the sore. So I've been cut from here all the way down below my belly button. They had to really open me up just so they could see everything and get his eyes on it, because he wanted to know what was going on inside my body. So that night I was up and I took one lap, and I was worn right out. I was worn completely out, and a little nervous about that, because you kind of have expectations. Earlier that day I could walk just fine. Now I can barely walk, but just had surgery, a major surgery, a very intense major surgery. And so the following day, I started doing better. I was able to get up and walk more. One of the nurses, she came in and she says, this is just crazy, the fact that you can walk this much after the surgery you just had. And I was like, oh, well, thank you. And so we kept walking and doing things like that. Then physical therapy came in, and physical therapist pretty much just wrote me off. He said, you're going to be fine without me. And so that was a blessing that I didn't have to go through all that process. And then one of the biggest blessings happened is the doctor said I was doing so well that they weren't going to keep me the full time, because there wasn't really a need. And so they actually discharged us days ahead of their schedule. We were expecting to be in the hospital room recovery up until Wednesday, and they were discharging us Sunday night. And so Monday I got my official discharge, and it is Monday now, and we're heading home tomorrow. I'm really excited to go home and see my babies, children. We just kind of miss them, but I'm very appreciative because I'm on my feet, and I'm not supposed to be on my feet. I'm supposed to be bedridden right now from what happened. I got some pain. To be honest, it feels like a professional baseball team did their batting practice on my stomach. But the pain every single day, it's getting less and less and less. But moving, walking, feeling wonderful. Surgery was a success. We're just waiting to hear back on the pathology report. The pathology report will determine what we do next. And hopefully it is a really good positive report, because then that'll minimize treatment going forward from this. So that just all kind of hangs on that. And so my treatment plan will be designed after the pathology report. But the doctor did say that he's not expecting a bad report, because everything went so good and he's feeling really confident that he got everything out. All I know is when I woke up, I heard successful, and I just felt peace about everything. And so just very, very appreciative. But I'm very appreciative for this lady, because she has endured a lot. I went to sleep and she had to sit there and stress and worry and wonder, and when the phone rings, when the doctor comes out, and deal with all those different things. But I just thank you for putting up with me and loving me during this time. She has been a rock. She has been just amazing. And now she's got to care for me, and she's kind of, I would say, going above and beyond the call of duty in a marriage for what she has to do for me, because now I have things attached to me. I have things coming out of me that are temporary. I got these drains, and the drain, the purpose of the drain is to keep the fluid from building up behind the mesh. But all that stuff that's coming out, it has to be cleaned and washed out. And somebody has been helping me, and I'm very thankful for that.
Someone's got to do it.
Someone's got to do it. But she does it with such a cheerful heart. But thank you all for your prayer. Thank you for your, the positive vibes. Thank you for the messages. Thank you for just, I don't know. What the one nurse said today, she goes, "Man, you just have an army of support behind you." And I recognize that, and I am beyond thankful for just all of that support. So thank you all. Anything you'd like to say?
Nope.
Nope.
Bye.